Waiting for the fireworks to reflect in my paint. It ain't happening yet. It's still daytime. Right over there, let's see if we can see it. Right above the tree line. Ooh, there, right there, we can see it right here. So that is the world's tallest swing. You can see it right there. See the part of the white part right there? And that is Old Town Kissimmee right there. Fun spot. And we have, it's probably about 200 yards if you go through the trees in that little swamp that's back there. So we're pretty close to it. I mean, we could ride skateboards over there, fairly simple. But supposedly they're gonna have a big firework extravaganza. Over there right now, they got a car show going on down the street and all that fun stuff that they normally do every Friday night. Hold on. That's why it's Friday night. 4th of July falls on a Friday night this year. So they got the car show, live bands as usual, drinks, food. The only thing different is tonight, fireworks are gonna light the sky right here between these trees, just right here. Wondering how much they're gonna spend on them, because Fun Spot is one of the smaller theme parks around in this area. But we're gonna support them, not by going over there. No, we're kind of not big fans because something is happening today. We're not really gonna celebrate as normal. But we are going to sit outside here in the lounge chairs and watch the fireworks and watch the deer come running from the forest over through our yard, because I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. Deer don't like fireworks. So dang it, hold on. We got to shut this thing off. It is just way too noisy. Ah, that's better. So Steph went ahead and started prepping some dinner for tonight before she had to go to work. And she is making goulash. And she is leaving it up to me. She's trusting me with the final touches, which are these gluten. I'm not gluten-free, but it's stupid to make 2 types of goulashes or 2 types of spaghetti or 2 types of whatever. So I'm trying to learn to be okay with gluten-free noodles and gluten-free products. Noodles seem to be fairly easy, so I'm assuming these are going to be just fine once it gets mixed in with all that hamburger, corn, tomato sauce, and anything else she tossed in there. Okay, let's get this going. Gluten-free noodles. Look at that. Let's get this all stirred up and put the lid back on. This is the easiest cooking I've ever had to do. I told her on the telephone, she's out delivering some catering right now, but I told her on the telephone, this is easier than pouring a bowl of cereal, what she's got me doing. She gives me the easy jobs. Yeah, it's looking pretty tasty, I must say. Yum. So this is going to be our 4th of July feast. We're going to sit outside, watch some fireworks, and then she's probably going to go to bed because she's been busy all day. I tried to get busy today, but it was really slow due to the holiday, I'm assuming. But hopefully tonight, it is Friday night, and I want to do Rideshare on Fridays and Saturdays and then do food the rest of the week. So I think tonight should, fingers crossed, everybody leaving all the parties and stuff like that are going to be riding into my car, giving me that cash. I have a pet rooster named Julio that comes around here, and we feed him, and he just sticks around along with a bunch of squirrels and some doves, because we do got a bird feeder right in here. I fill that up with food, and we get lots of animals around here. I do understand that animals don't like fireworks, but we live in Central Florida. They got to be used to it, because Disney fires off fireworks every night at 9 o'clock over there. And then SeaWorld is now doing their shows. And then now we got Fun Spot here, and Disney's Celebration is right behind us over here. And they're doing fireworks this year. I don't recall if Celebration did fireworks last year or not. It's something new, around Market Street and stuff they're doing. They're starting to celebrate a lot more at Disney Celebration. So we should be surrounded by fireworks everywhere. If we get up here on this hill, we should be able to see everything. We're going to be keeping the cat and dog inside. They're not going to be allowed out here. But once we're all done, once everything's done, the food is down the belly, the fireworks are shut off, I'm gonna give Steph a big smack on the cheek, and I am going to hop in my chariot here and go see if I cannot make, like I said, a little bit of money picking people up here. And I'll be working all night. I'm gonna try and pull at least a 14 to 15 hour. Bills are coming due. I know I don't have enough to assist. Steph has been kind of floating me here and there. I got to do my part. I got to get out and really focus. I don't focus enough. And then when I do focus, the money that I make usually goes to coffee. Hey, dinner is done and it's time for me to get to work. I actually have a catering delivery deliver that at 9:05, I believe it is. And it is 8:27. I got to drive 11 miles, but getting that 11 miles could be a chore on the 4th of July. Orlando traffic, or at least Kissimmee traffic, not good. God, these are the type of characters I've been picking up all night. Doing rideshare, you never know who you're gonna grab. Oh, what? Oh, they have been partying. They have been partying hard. Okay, it is almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm over here just at Disney property, dropping people off, picking people up, delivering pizzas, doing whatever I can to make the evening go just a little bit faster. I'm not going to pick those two up. Late at night, you find yourself in some crazy places around Orlando. Like right now, I'm like in a 6x9 room. Will you look at this? I'm trapped. I'm trapped in here. Not for long, though. There's a hidden secret door right in front of me. Oh, ta-da! I don't want this to be a work video. Let's finish up and wait for the sun to come up and see if we can't go find something. The history of Florida style. I'm thinking the real Kissimmee, the real Old Town Kissimmee. Possibly. I'm gonna get in the car and I'll think about it. Now, here's a part of Florida history. Orangeburg. It's a part of Disney history and Florida history. Look at that mural. We're not even on Disney property. We're at the world's largest orange. But I got one more delivery to make, and then I'm gonna head on over to Old Town Kissimmee, the real Old Town Kissimmee. It has been a fairly eventful night. I'm really excited. Though when I shot Old Town Kissimmee over here, the fake Old Town Kissimmee, it was nighttime. You guys are gonna see the real Old Town Kissimmee in the daytime. So night versus day, it's gonna look a little bit different. Well, it's because it's not the same. Right, here we are. We have made it to Kissimmee. The actual Old Town. If you go back on my channel, just a couple videos, you'll see one where I think the title of the video was "How Old is Old Town?" That's the name of the video. Not this one, the last one. So Old Town Kissimmee was actually built in the 1800s. Makes it about 140 years old. It definitely does not look like Old Town Kissimmee, the replica where all the fun stuff is. Not to say there's no fun stuff down here. I mean, look at that mural. The 1881 restaurant and bar. I know on certain nights of the week, this place is jumping. Fun fact, I've never walked the sidewalks of of historic downtown Kissimmee. I've driven through it millions and millions and millions of times, but I've never actually walked the streets. There's a strange odor of some herb type substance floating through the air here. They got a nice outdoor patio here. I think one of these days I'm gonna use ChatGPT and do a little bit of research and find out what a lot of these old buildings were originally built for. Like, what was that? It looks like it might be a hotel. Willie Wiener's. Willie Wiener's. That sounds like a place that I'm afraid to eat at. I mean, this looks really modern. But across the street, it seems like every building has like old-timey balconies, brick. It just looks a lot older. All those buildings over there. As a matter of fact, that building on the corner, at the very top, it says, what does that say up there? 1915, I think. Yeah, so that side of the street's definitely a lot older than this side. Ooh, would you look at that? These horses are all corralled up. Probably not really. This looks like a brand new statue getting ready to be unveiled. It's still fenced off. It's so pretty. Look at the colors of that. This is called, I can't pronounce that word, Sugar Mama. Oh, Sugar Mama with Sugar Baby. Sugar, known for the sweetness, can also be as strong as a rock, like the love between a mama and her baby. All around the county, there's like 3 of them. There are these monoliths that are kind of hidden, that are kind of fading away, and they're getting lost, right? They're just lost monoliths. They're fairly easy to find. They're not really that lost, but you really don't notice them. And they're rather large, and they sit on a big pedestal. They're usually on like street corners of the county, where the county meets the other counties. And there's like 3 of them left, but there are also these. And these are fairly old and scattered around. Don't think those are as old as the Polk County ones that are rather large. These are not old, I don't believe, but they are starting to scatter them around, and one day they will be old. They're just not old yet. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm talking about. It's just something I remember from Roadside America application on iOS. Would you look at that? Greetings from Kissimmee, Florida. That's a perfect photo op right there. A lot of murals down here. Look at that one. That looks fantastic too. You'll notice a lot of murals down here, but the one thing you won't notice, well, there's one thing you will notice that I just noticed. I believe that Kissimmee, Florida is the home of Morgan & Morgan, attorneys at law. One thing you'll notice is there is no rides, there is no attractions, no Ferris wheels, no roller coasters, because this is historic Kissimmee, the real Old Town. 1800s, 140 years old. That's up there. We were on that side of the street before, and you can see there's Morgan & Morgan, and all these buildings over there are relatively new, it looks like. But all these buildings, not so, I mean, you can tell. Look, it's like look at this. That's extremely retro. It's a street, we've seen this earlier, that the building that I thought looked very much like maybe back in the day it was a hotel. Ooh, look at that. But it is actually for lease. So you got the upstairs up there, the balcony. I think this was the building on the top. It said 1850 or 1915 or something. Obviously, some stuff across the street is old. I'm assuming that date of that hardware store, the old hardware store, which is now a restaurant, is actually correct. It looks very hip, like they built apartments and everything back there to kind of blend in for the hipsters. It's crazy that they take an old place like this, an old Western style town in the state of Florida, and turn, and I'm sure it's happening across the country, just hipify it, yeah, hipster style. There you go. Hiptify, is that a word? Did I just create a new word? Hiptify? Yeah, so when you look down the street like I did in my other video of the Old Town Kissimmee down by where I'm living, and you look at this view, it is nothing. They don't look anything alike. Town Kissimmee down where I live opened in 1980, or right there about, or no, it was, but not 1980, year 2000 for the new millennia. That's when that opened. All new. This opened 140 years ago. Big difference. Oh, air conditioning. Feels so good. Well, it's been a long night of work, a long morning of work. It is now 10:46 a.m. I've been working pretty much all day 4th of July. Went home to eat a little bit and came back out and worked until right now. I had to get this into the video. I was in the area. I figured, why not? Let's park the car, walk down the street, and then and just get it done. I got to get it done. History of Florida. There's nothing says history of Florida like Kissimmee, at least Central Florida. Until the next time, thanks for tuning in and putting up with nonsensical videos just like this one. And I'll see you guys from another roadside attraction or crazy town. Trust me, I have one in mind for next week. It's gonna blow you away. So like, comment, share, and subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next video, or maybe about 3 videos from now. There's a town I'm gonna take you guys to that you won't believe it even exists. Peace, everybody.